Hello friends, I am Suraj and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about a very basic topic in networking called Zigbee. So what is Zigbee? Zigbee is a wireless technology developed as an open global standard to address the unique needs of low-cost, low-power wireless IoT networks. The Zigbee standard operates on the IEEE 802.15.4 physical radio specification and operates in unlicensed bands including 2.4 GHz, 900 MHz and 868 MHz. Zigbee communication is specially built for control and sensor networks on IEEE 802.15.4 standard for wireless personal area networks, that is WPANs. It is the product from Zigbee Alliance. This communication standard defines physical and media access control layers to handle many devices at low data rates. These Zigbee's WPANs operate at 868 MHz, 902 to 928 MHz and 2.4 GHz frequencies. The data rate of 250 kbps is best suited for periodic as well as intermediate two-way transmission of data between sensors and controllers. Zigbee is low-cost and low-powered mesh network widely deployed for controlling and monitoring applications, where it covers 10 to 100 meters within the range. This communication system is less expensive and simpler than the other proprietary short-range wireless sensor networks at Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Zigbee supports different network configurations for master-to-master or master-to-slave communications. It can be operated at different modes. As a result, the battery power is conserved. Zigbee networks are extendable with the use of routers and allow many nodes to interconnect with each other for building a wider area network. So now we are going to talk about the Zigbee architecture. Zigbee system structure consists of three different types of devices such as Zigbee coordinator, router and end device. Every Zigbee network must consist of at least one coordinator which acts as a root and bridge of the network. The coordinator is responsible for handling and storing the information while performing receiving and transmitting data operations. Zigbee routers act as intermediary devices that permit data to pass to and fro through them to other devices. End devices have limited functionality to communicate with the parent nodes such that the battery power is saved as shown in the figure. The number of routers, coordinators and end devices depends on the type of networks such as star, tree and mesh networks. Zigbee protocol architecture consists of a stack of various layers where IEEE 802.15.4 is defined by physical and MAC layers, while this protocol is completed by accumulating Zigbee's own network and application layers. Physical layer. This layer does modulation and demodulation operations upon transmitting and receiving signals respectively. This layer's frequency, data rate and number of channels are given below. MAC layer. This layer is responsible for reliable transmission of data by accessing different networks with a carrier sense multiple access collision avoidance (CSMA). This also transmits the beacon frames for synchronization communication. Now the next layer is network layer. This layer takes care of all network or related operations such as network setup, end device connection and disconnection to network, routing, device configurations, etc. Application support sublayer. This layer enables the service necessary for Zigbee devices object and application objects to interface with the network layers for data managing services. This layer is also responsible for matching two devices according to their services and needs. Application framework. It provides two types of data services as key value pair and generic message services. Generic message is a developer-defined structure, whereas the key value pair is used for getting attributes within the application objects. ZDO provides an interface between application objects and APS layer in Zigbee devices. It is responsible for detecting, initiating, and binding other devices to the networks. Zigbee operating modes and its topologies. ZigBee two-way data is transferred in two modes, beacon mode and the non-beacon mode. First, we are going to talk about the beacon mode. In a beacon mode, the coordinators and routers continuously monitor active state of incoming data, hence more power is consumed. In this mode, the routers and coordinators do not sleep because at any time, any node can wake up and communicate. However, it requires more power supply and its overall power consumption is low because most of the devices are in an inactive state for long periods of the network. Now we are going to talk about the non-beacon mode. When there is no data communication from end devices, then the routers and coordinators enter into sleep state. Periodically, this coordinator wakes up and transmits the beacons to the routers in the network. These beacons networks are work for time slots, which means they operate when the communication needed results in lower duty cycles and longer battery usage. These beacon and non-beacon modes of ZigBee can manage periodic sensors data, intermittent light switches, and repetitive data types. Now, the ZigBee topologies. ZigBee supports several network topologies. Most commonly used configurations are star, mesh, and cluster tree topologies. Any topology consists of one or more coordinator. First, we can talk about the star topology. The network consists of one coordinator which is responsible for initiating and managing the devices over the network. All other devices are called end devices that directly communicate with coordinator. This is used in industries where all the endpoint devices are needed to communicate with the central controller, and this topology is simple and easy to deploy. Now next, the mesh and the tree topologies. The ZigBee network is extended with several routers where a coordinator is responsible for starting them. These structures allow any device to communicate with any other adjacent node for providing redundancy to the data. If any node fails, the information is routed automatically to other device by these topologies. As the redundancy is the main factor in industries, hence mesh topology is mostly used. In a cluster tree network, each cluster consists of a coordinator with leaf nodes, and these coordinators are connected to parent coordinator, which initiates the entire network. Due to the advantages of ZigBee technology like low cost and low power operating modes and its topologies, this short-range communication technology is best suited for several applications compared to other proprietary communications such as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, etc. Some of these comparisons such as range of ZigBee standards, etc. are given below. Just have a look at the table given below. Now we are going to talk about the applications of ZigBee technology. The first application is industrial automation. In manufacturing and production industries, a communication link continually monitors various parameters and critical equipments. Hence, ZigBee considerably reduces this communication cost as well as optimizes the control processes for greater reliability. Home automation. ZigBee is perfectly suited for controlling home appliances remotely as a lighting control system, appliance control, heating and cooling control system, safety equipment operations and control, surveillance, and so on. Smart metering. ZigBee remote operations in smart metering include energy consumption response, pricing support, security over power theft, etc. Smart grid monitoring. ZigBee operations in this smart grid involve remote temperature monitoring, fault locating, reactive power management, and so on. So, thank you. Have a nice day.